Hello, my sewing friends. My name's Diana, and I am the Wandering Sewist, and this is Friday Sews. Welcome to Friday Sews for the week before Halloween. I want to thank Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting this hashtag Friday Sews. It's where we get together and we talk a little bit about sewing and a little bit about life. So for this week, I would like to start off with a little bit of sewing. So the first thing that I finished this week is my Everyday's a Weekend dress from Pattern Emporium in this beautiful fireworks fabric that I picked up in France. And I did it with the roll neck and bishop sleeves, which are amazing. This is the bishop sleeve. And I made it in the knee length. But because this viscose jersey is so soft and stretchy, it turns out to be more of a midi length because it has the four-way stretch and it stretches down. So I have some video of me wearing this dress and I'll insert that here. Hello, my sewing friends. So I have finished my Pattern Emporium Everyday's a Weekend dress. And I did it with the bishop sleeve with the gathered cuff and the roll neck. And I made it the knee length out of this beautiful viscose jersey. I think it's like 95% viscose and 5% elastane. It's a very lightweight, fiddly type of jersey, so I didn't want to fiddle with it too much. But I love how, even though that roll neck is meant to be more of a turtle neck, but because this jersey is so light that it kind of goes down into more of a cowl, which is a little bit more of a look that I'm more comfortable with. So I love the bishop sleeves. They're the perfect length. They're just above my wrist, so I'm not going to get them in everything I'm doing throughout the day. And this fabric is so light and breathable. Now I sewed the size 18 and I only had 3 meters of fabric. So I had to cut the back bodice in 2 separate pieces and then sew them together. So there is a seam down. There's a seam down the center back. I can't tell. I mean, you can tell that's a seam there, but you can't tell that it's not supposed to be there. So I think it's great. I'm going to give you a view of the whole dress. I have to stand on a chair back behind me in order to have enough space for you to see the whole dress from a distance. But this is how it looks up close. So as you can see, I have to stand on a chair for this. So this is my very twirly Everyday's a Weekend dress I made, and I put in the pockets, and it has the tiers. So I have to say that as far as jersey dresses go, this has to be just about my favorite pattern. I really love it. And I have more jerseys that I would love to get sewn up. I don't think I have another viscose jersey. I do have that black one I showed you the other day with the butterflies on. I think that's a heavier jersey, but I also think it might be viscose, but heavier weight. And I really wanted to make the Sirocco jumpsuit out of that one, but I might break down and make another Everyday's a Weekend dress. But I do love this pattern, and my dress is finished now, so I'm super happy. So what am I wearing today? I am wearing my Marnie from Tilly and the Buttons that I made out of this sunflower viscose that I picked up in Africa. And I did the pin tucks on the front and on the arm. And I made the full sleeve. Oh, I have it tucked up. I did the full sleeve all the way to here, but I like to pull them up and have it like this. I find that more comfortable for my day-to-day activities and my life. So, and this is the one that I originally made into a dress and didn't like it, so I cut it back off into the shirt length. So I love this. I've been wearing it a lot. It's nice and breathable, and it's very comfortable. So, what else have I been up to this week? I have started working a little bit on adjusting sizes in a skirt that I made, oh, a year ago or more. And I've lost weight since then, so the skirt, it falls down. I'm gonna go get it. So this is a skirt I made over a year ago from this pattern that I took a class in a local fabric shop in Pretoria, South Africa, where I was living at the time. And I made this skirt here, and I used View B, and I used this really nice um, cotton jersey that I just love, and it's a really nice navy blue, but it's way, 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 way too big. So I took the waistband off, and I'm going to shorten the elastic and try it back on and see if I can make it work without having to take any out of the panel seams. I might have to just go through and sew in a little bit further just to bring it in, especially around the waist, which is just it's just way, 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 way too big. So I'm going to work. I've been working on that. I finally got the waistband off. It was sewn and overlocked on, so it took quite a bit to to get it off. That took a while. And then my friend Madeline Clair from Instagram, sewn by Madeline Clair. Please go to Instagram and give her a follow. She's a very talented sewist. She came over this week on Wednesday, and we started working on our collab. Now, I can't share it yet because it's not done, but I am going to give you a sneaky, sneaky peek of mine. That's all you get for right now. We will, we're not quite finished. She's going to come back over again on Sunday, and we hope to finish our collab. So during the collab, I traced the pattern for our project, and I have two different mediums for tracing, and I really want to talk about this because I want to know what you think. So normally we trace things off onto either like the Swedish tracing paper or tissue paper. I can't find here in, where am I? Prague. I can't find in Prague any like Swedish tracing paper or like the cloth-based tracing papers. I haven't been able to find any of those, but I have been able to find tissue paper. And so I got some tissue paper and I used this to trace off patterns. And you know, it works. It works. It's like using a regular Big Four tissue. It's very, very delicate. And so you have to be super careful. But it works great. It's easy to pin through and you can press it to flatten it out. It's very nice. So I used that, but I also picked up another medium that I found in the same shop for tracing, and it is like a very thin plastic. And so I decided to trace off some of the pattern pieces onto this clear plastic. And I'm wondering if any of you have ever tried this. Now, what I can say that I really like is it came with its own special marker that you can use to trace with. And it's super easy, of course, to see through and to trace. And the marker that came with it is also erasable. So it has an eraser on one end, which was great when I inevitably made a tracing mistake. And the being clear, it's really nice to put on your fabric for pattern placement. So if you have a pattern like this that has, you know, these big flowers, there are certain places that you may not want a big flower to be emphasized. Certain places where maybe a flower would not be a good spot to have, if you know what I mean. I know you do. So it was really great for that because I could adjust exactly where the apex mark was on here. I could see if there was a flower there or not. I really liked that. What I did not like was trying to alter the pattern. So one of the pattern pieces for our project, when we measured it for both of us, it was too small. The final measurements were too small. Even though the rest of the pattern pieces were fine, it was just this one piece that was too small. So we both had to do an adjustment. Even though Madeline is a very small person, she's probably a size 4, and I'm like a 14, 16. Even for her size, this particular pattern piece was too small. So I found trying to do an adjustment, like doing the slashing and spreading, was not good with this particular medium. So I decided to use tracing paper for that particular piece, which was the paper I showed you just a minute ago. So I think that for myself, the clear plastic medium tracing medium has its uses, especially for pattern placement. But if you have to adjust pattern pieces, I think tracing them off in the tracing paper or tissue paper, Swedish tracing paper, is better. So what is your experience with tracing off patterns? Do you trace off your patterns? If you do, what do you use? And would you be interested in trying some of the clear medium for tracing off, especially bodice pieces, for pattern placement? I can tell you that this is made by Berta. It came in I'm going to get the envelope to show you. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So the tracing paper came in this package by Berta, and it's just that regular tissue paper that you would expect, the white tissue paper. But this plastic medium came in this package by Berta, and it came with this pen. And here's the eraser, and then it has a marker tip. And it worked very, very well. I liked that a lot. So I think for myself, they both have their place in my sewing room. I like them both. What do you think? Please comment below and let me know. So another plan that I have for this coming week or so is, I'm just looking up the name of it right now, is sewing some dresses for my granddaughters. So there's a pattern that I saw on Rachel's channel from Stitched Up that she made for her granddaughter, Layla. And it's the Dottie dress from Puparita pattern. Um, and it's a knit. So I will put a graphic here for the Dottie dress. And it's a knit dress that goes from newborn up until 10 years old. So I have 3 granddaughters that I think having matching dresses would be so fun. So I have this really cute knit, but I thought I would make the long sleeve version for having winter dress because it's they're in Nevada and it gets pretty cold and snowy there. So I thought I would make them matching sister dresses using the Dottie dress pattern. So I'm super excited about getting that pattern and getting it printed and sewing together these um, cute little girl dresses and then sending them off to my son in Nevada. So another thing that happened in my sewing life this week is I went shopping with my friend Bree at Flextex, which is a local fabric shop here in Prague. And they have quite a large selection of all different kinds of fabrics. And I picked up some coating material. It's at the dry cleaner right now so that it can get pre-shrunk. But I'm going to use that to sew a coat. And the coat pattern that I have purchased is the opium coat from Deer and Doe. So I'll insert a picture right here of the pattern for you to see. So the opium coat, as you can see, is a swing coat. I'm going to make the swing coat one without the belt. And the pockets have this, what they call origami style, but it looks like a bow. And it's so cute. So the coating material, I'll have to show you next week. My coating material is it's a neutral color for my skin tone. It's like a camely light brown tan color. And I have right here over my shoulder, right there, some rust colored satin that I adore. I have a lot of it. I think I have 6 meters. And I'm going to use that rust colored satin as the lining for my coat. This is a lined coat. Now I have to tell you, this is a pattern that scares me because I've never ever sewn a coat before. My very first try. And I'm very thankful for So Live. Their YouTube channel has this specific pattern, the Deer and Doe opium coat, as a sew along. I'm so grateful. And thank you to Sean from Kittenish Behavior for recommending that for my very first coat pattern that I should find one that has a sew along. She is so right. And I'm glad that I asked for advice for someone who has sewn coats before. So yeah, that's what's been going on in the sewing room this week. So that's all the sewing in my sewing room for this week. The life portion. My children, my 3 youngest children, have been on a school break this week. So they've been home with me all day, every day this week. And I can say that I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed having them here with me. We've been playing some games and having some fun, having some nice long conversations, enjoying watching videos together. And it's really been a great like downtime, time to reconnect with them, which has been wonderful. And I have enjoyed that a whole lot. So that is all from me today here in Prague. And I hope that you have had a fabulous week and that you're going to have a great weekend wherever you are and that you have time to sew something beautiful. Take care. Bye.